सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Chapter 18, verse number 39. यदग्रे चानुबन्धे च सुखं मोहनमात्मनः निद्रालस्य प्रमादोत्थम् तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्. Lord Krishna summarizing the entire Gita teaching, connecting to that summary, Lord Krishna has pointed out different topics at three levels, based on Sattva Guna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. What are those topics we have completed, and we are concluding those topics. Number one is Jnana Trayam, three types of knowledge: Sattvika Jnanam, Rajasa Jnanam, Tamasa Jnanam, and three types of action: Sattvic action, Rajasic action, Tamasic action. And third one is three types of kartas. Trividham karta. Performers are also three types based on their guna. Sattva guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. So Sattvika karta, Rajasa karta and Tamasa karta. And fourth topic is intellect, buddhi. Sattvika buddhi, Rajasika buddhi and Tamasika buddhi. Fifth topic is dhruti, willpower. There are three types of willpower. Again, Sattvik, Rajasic and Tamasic willpower. Last and final one is happiness, sukham. Sattvika sukham, Rajasika sukham and Tamasika sukham. So all our behaviors at the physical level, mental level are based on three gunas. This is called Swabhava. And concluding that, Lord Krishna in the 39th shloka with Tamasika sukham. What is Tamasika sukham? So Sattvika sukham is that which gives pain in the beginning, but it gives joy at the end of any action. First it gives dukkham, ayasam, kashtam. There is a difficulty in performance. All vratams are all difficult to perform in the beginning. But at the end you get punyam, santosha, chitta shuddhi, all will come. Similarly, Rajasika Sukham is that first it is very, very nice and there is no dukkham at all. But the end, phalam is dukkha samyuktam, dukkha misritam. So that type of dukkha person will get, that is Rajasika Sukham. Tamasika Sukham is that which binds the person. Tamasam Sukham tat udahritam is said to be that. Yatu mohanam atmanaha, which dilutes the mind. Atmanaha is a reflexive pronoun here, one's own self, one's own mind. It dilutes. Maximum people get that sukham which dilutes their mind. That sukham, they rejoice. In that sukham, they don't have a discriminative capacity in artham. They lose their discriminative capacity in that sukham. They lose their viveka in that sukham. That is called mohanam. Deluded intellect. Mind is deluded. And they also enjoy that sukham. But where the mind or intellect is not in a position to get knowledge, there is no possibility of knowledge. Their sukham is like that. Agre, in the beginning, it deludes the mind. Later, anubandhe, in the end, nidra alasya pramada uttham. That which is born out of sleep. This sukham, this tamasika sukham, born out of nidra, means sleep. Alasyam means laziness. There are people, they enjoy sukham out of laziness, sleep. In sleep and laziness, what knowledge you get? What activity you can undertake? You cannot do any actions, you cannot perform, you cannot achieve anything in your life, or you cannot accomplish also because of laziness. Because of that, their mind is deluded. Nidra alasyam, pramadam, negligence. They have negligence also, all put together in one person. Negligence, indolence, or sleepy, laziness. These are all the indications of tamasika sukham. So let us look into ourselves when we are enjoying something, whether this is sattvika sukham or rajasika sukham or tamasika sukham. A person who is leading a religious life, that person gets a sattvika sukham, religious person. Because religious disciplines all have some difficulty in practicing. So there is difficulty, but they are all giving sukham finally. So the whole entire religious discipline is come under sattvika sukham. Because agre dukkham, ante sukham. Punyam you cannot see with your eyes. So it comes later only. Therefore, even though it is difficult, we have to take up. Later, the sukham will come. This is what we have to tell our children. First, you study throughout the year. Difficult only, you have to get up early morning, you have to study, and you have to work hard, you have to go to school, college, every day morning they have to run. Along with them, you have to run at home. So, throughout the year, you have to struggle. But the result when you see, what a joy comes. Sukham, ananda. But throughout the year, you enjoy what? Sleep, seeing TV. Not you, your children, suppose. Your grandchildren. Enjoying the TV, computer, friends, cinemas, all these things. Nice to enjoy. In the beginning, light of joy is there. But the end, what is the result come? A 0 mark will come. So this is the lot of students, those who are having rajasika sukham. So tamasika sukham, chollave venda, how much that person is spiritual downfall as well as even materialistically also that person cannot grow. Rajasic person may grow materialistic way, but this tamasic person, that growth also won't be there. So he is enjoying always in what? And not taking bath every day and sleeping. Taking bath itself is difficult for them. That itself is a big ayasam for them, as though it is somebody's mother is forcing us to take bath, all these things. Like that much indolence. So, from childhood onwards, the discipline we have to develop in the children. First, elders follow, children automatically will follow. So, elders must be alert, vigilant, always active, follow the discipline, religious life, then others also will follow easily. Children will follow. We have to be an exemplary for the children. Exemplary are models. Not just by shouting at them, no? Do this, do this. Instead of shouting at them, we follow, they practice. We follow, they practice. Naturally. Or we practice, they follow. Okay? Anyway. So that we need not shout at them, we need not talk too much. You have to teach to them by performance, not by just saying. So they will follow the parents. With this, all these 7 topics over, now Lord Krishna entering into another topic from 40th shloka, that is Karma Yoga topic. Karma Yoga topic, what he has given in the 3rd chapter. 3rd chapter of what? 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Bhagavad Gita. We are seeing summary. That summary is giving in one sloka, and from 41 to 56, he gives that this Karma Yoga is a spiritual sadhana. He is elaborating. Again, that also is giving in at 3 levels. This Karma Yoga also at 3 levels he gives. Now let us read the 40th shloka. न तदस्ति पृथिव्यां वा दिवि देवेषु वा पुनः सत्वं प्रकृतिजैर्मुक्तैः प्रकृतिजैर्मुक्तं सत्वं प्रकृतिजैर्मुक्तं यदेभिः स्यात् त्रिभिर्गुणैः Lord Krishna saying, in this creation, everything is made up of 3 gunas. Those gunas are Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna and Tamo Guna. From Devas onwards, that means from higher lokas, Devas onwards, up to the ant, Abrahma Pipilikanta Tanushu, Brahmaji onwards, Devas onwards, up to the small ant. Every being in the creation is manufactured or made up of 3 gunas. All the 3 gunas are intertwined. No one is free from these 3 gunas, including Bhagavan. If he takes Janma, Avatara, he also have got 3 gunas. But the difference is, those gunas are under his control, Avatara Purusha's control. But ordinary beings are under the control of 3 gunas. That is the difference. So even Bhagavan takes Avatara, he is also having 3 gunas. They are under his control. But other beings are all under the grip of 3 gunas. That's what he says here. Divi Deveshu va punaha. Among the gods, Deveshu means among the gods, where gods are staying where? Not in Bhuloka, they are in heaven. Divi, in the heaven. Punaha, or among the beings, Prithivyam means on the earth. On the earth, who are all there? Other beings are there. All the other beings, human beings, plant kingdom, the animals, insects, all water living beings and earthly beings are amphibians. Those are moving in the waters and also on the earth. Prithivyam sattvam na tat sattvam asti. No such entity. Sattvam na asti. Padartham anartham. Charachara padartham. Sattva means here not sattva gunam. Here sattva means beings anartham. Any entity in the creation. Any padartham. Charachara jivarasi anartham. Padartham. Tat na asti. Means what? Among the gods, among the other beings on the earth, they are not there without these three gunas. That he says in the next line. Sattvam prakriti jair muktam na tadasti. No such entity which is free from ebhihi tribhihi gunaihi prakriti jaihi muktam na tat asti syad. No such entity which is free from these three gunas. Ebhihi tribhihi gunaihi prakriti jaihi gunaihi. That is also important. These gunas are born out of what? Prakriti. Prakriti jaihi which are born of prakriti. Prakriti means nothing but three gunas put together prakriti. What is prakriti? All these three gunas, when they are in equilibrium, samyavastha, three gunas samyavastha is called prakriti. When the three gunas are in potential form, not in manifestation, not yet taken the manifestation, they are all in unmanifest form. That three gunas put together in unmanifest form, they are called prakriti. Once these three gunas, that samyavastha, this grossified, when they are grossified, they become vaishamyam, vaishamyavastha, inequilibrium. Once equilibrium comes, that means these three gunas will mix together. When these three gunas are separately existing, they are in avyakta avastha. When they are separate, sattvika guna, rajoguna, tamoguna are separate, they are separately in their own status. That is called samyavastha. That is called prakriti. Once they mix together, it becomes vaishamyam. The guna samyam will go away and guna vaishamyam take place. Gradation will take place. That is called prapanchaha. Once these three gunas manifest, visible, they are called vyaktavastha. That is called vyaktavastha. That vyaktavastha alone is called prapanchaha. Prakriti, another name is prapanchaha. Prapanchaka, another name prakriti. Matter and energy, they say, no? Matter and energy like that. Unmanifest matter is energy. Manifest energy is matter. Manifest vyaktam avyaktam. Manifest புரியல, அதுக்கு இன்னும் கஷ்டமான பேர் வியக்தம் வியக்தம். அது என்னடான்னா வியக்தம்னா விசிபிள், அவ்வியக்தம்னா இன்விசிபிள். இந்த அவ்வியக்தானுக்கு இன்னொரு பேர் பொட்டென்ஷியல். Just as in the seed, tree is visible or invisible? Tree is in seed, the tree is invisible avastha. Is it not? That is called avyaktavastha of vriksha. Vriksha is there, but it is not visible. Avyakta avastha. Therefore, we call it as bijavastha. Bijavastha, potential form. That potential form la irukradha prakriti. Once that bijam, the seed, manifests as a tree, it is visible. That is called vyakta avastha, manifestation form. Vyakta avastha. Similarly, the Prakriti is called seed-like. Prapancha is vriksha-like. Okay. In the Prakriti, Prapancha is there in what form? Prapancha is there in Prakriti in what form? In avyakta form. Unmanifest form. That's why it is called Prakriti. Prakriti, Prapancha is there in Prakriti. Why? How do you know? From Prakriti only Prapancha is coming. Prakriti is nothing but 3 gunas. From 3 gunas Prapancha is coming means what? Prakriti is Karanam, the cause. And from Prakriti, which is in unmanifest form, it will manifest as what? Universe. Prapanchaha. Prakarshena panchavidaha prapanchaha. Universe. So the universe is nothing but manifestation of Prakriti. This is very, very important to know. What is this Prapanchamana? Prapancha is nothing but that manifestation of Prakriti. Prakriti is nothing but the unmanifestation of Prapancha. Universe. Clear? So Prakriti, Prapancha, Prakriti is like mother, Prapancha is like a child. Prakriti is the cause, Prapancha is the effect. Karanam and Karyam. So, just as the parents are the cause for their children, children are the effect of the parents. Children get the characteristics of their parents. Maximum. Once they get that characteristics very close to their parents because they are the cause. Parents are the cause. Karana gunaha karye anuvartante. Father, mother's characteristics, some of them will come to their children. Why? The law. Karana gunaha karye anuvartante. Similarly, since Prakriti is the cause, universe is the effect. Karanam karyam. Karana gunas are what? Prakriti gunas are what? Prakriti jair gunaihin. Sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna. Prakriti Amma has got Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna. What she does? She gives all the 3 gunas to her children, the whole universe. So the entire universe is also having what? Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna. The 3 gunangal, Appa gunam, Amma gunam. Appa anna ninga Purushan vechikalam, spirit. Okay, Atma. So Prakriti Purushaha. Or Prakriti is called Maya. Maya, another name is Prakriti. Prakriti, another name is Maya. So once it manifests as the universe, that universe is having what? 3 gunas. Universe means what? All beings. Other than beings, where is the universe? Prapancham, whatever you are seeing, is nothing but all beings. Jivarasi. So this Jivarasi is called Prapancha. This Prapancha is having 3 gunas because they are all born out of Prakriti. Because Prakriti is having 3 gunas, all beings are also having 3 gunas. Anyone can say, I don't have this guna or that guna. You cannot say. So how to accept the 3 gunas? Because we are made up of 3 gunas. That's what Lord Krishna says. Divi deveshu va prithivyam va prakriti jaihi muktam sattvam na asti. In this creation, there is nothing without this Prakriti. Prakriti jaihi means born of Prakriti, 3 gunas, free from these, which is there in the world, nothing is there. Nothing can exist without these 3 gunas. No such entity in the world, either on the earth, in the heaven. So now, we are in the world, Prapancha or not now? We are all in the prapancha. So prapancha is made up of prakriti. Prakriti is nothing but mixture of three gunas. So what is extrapolation now? All the three gunas are there in every one of us. Maybe ratio different. Sattva, rajas, tamas, ratio may be different. But gunas are there, bound to be there. We should not say, why I am getting sleep. You will get sleep. Why? Tamo guna is there. Why I am getting interest in studies? You will get interest because you have sattva guna also. Why I am so active all the time? You have to be active all the time, sometimes maximum time, because you have rajo guna. Therefore, don't complain on yourself. Okay. After becoming Vedantic student, we stop complaining on others. Okay, I hope so. After becoming Vedantic students, we stop complaining on others and we start complaining on ourselves. I am not understanding properly. I am always feel sleepy. I am so too hyperactive. Like this, we go on complaining on ourselves. This is swabhava. We are all having three gunas. But how to channelize them, you have to study Gita. Okay. Three gunas are there. That Bhagavan Krishna is telling how to handle them. Three gunas. Now with this verse, what we have understood, there is nothing in the universe without these three gunas. Which are those gunas made up of Prakriti. The Prakriti three gunas, they are born of Prakriti. We are all born of Prakriti because Prakriti is having three gunas. We are all with what? Three gunas. Are there. How they are visible? In what manner they are visible in Bhagavan Krishna. Now coming to the 4th chapter of Gita. One sloka, 3rd chapter over. 4th, 41 sloka. Brahmana kshatriya visham Shudranam cha parantapa Karmani pravibhaktani Swabhava prabhavairgunaihi. That sloka we have to remember now. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashaha. That shloka he is beautifully presenting up to 56th shloka. This whole karma yoga and chaturvarnyam we have to understand very clearly as a spiritual sadhana. Swabhava prabhavaihi. Swabhavam means here Prakriti. Prabhavaihi, born of Prakriti. Gunaihi, according to that gunas. Karmani pravibhaktani. The duties are allotted. Pravibhaktani means divided, given to. What are those given to? Karmani. The duties are allotted based on their swabhava, Prakriti. Which is swabhava is based on the three gunas. Swabhava means three gunas. Put together swabhava. To whom they are allotted? These duties are allotted. On what basis you have allotted? In our office, when you go interview, they allot a duty to you, a job. This is the post for you. This is the post you have to do. On what basis they give that job? By seeing your qualification, degree. So this person job is allotted, this job allotted based on that qualification. Similarly, according to Veda, this person is Brahmana, this person is Kshatriya, this person is Vaishya, this person is Shudra. Who decided? Veda decided. Just as the boss decides the job post to a person based on the qualification, similarly, Veda boss decided the varna based on their swabhava. Bhagwan has not created Brahmanas just like that. According to his whims and fancies, let me create some Brahmanas, let me create some Vaishyas, let me create some Kshatriyas. No, Bhagwan cannot create like that. Bhagwan only classify. Bhagwan has not no right to create Brahmanas or Kshatriyas or Vaishyas, Shudras. Bhagavan has classified four people, all people in the world, Bhagavan has classified them into 4 groups. How he has classified? Is it an intelligent classification or unintelligent classification? Most intelligent classification in the world, which people are not able to understand now. Because you have to understand the most intelligent classification of Bhagavan, we also must have some intelligence. Some intelligence. Because of this Kali Yuga, our intelligence is where we have to search now. Such a condition we are in. How can we understand the classification of that Bhagavan's Varna Vyavastha? Because of not understanding, we are getting lot of problems. Whether you understand or not, but the Vyavastha, the classification done by Bhagavan is a fantastic classification. No one can deny if they understand. If they understand. Therefore, you have to put an effort to understand what is this? Why Bhagavan has classified this classification. Never say Bhagavan has created. Bhagavan cannot create, Bhagavan has classified. On what base he has classified? How he has classified? Why he has classified? He has to classify. Just as you classify, things. And the dabba irukla veetla, enna dabba? Kadugu, jeeragam, dhaniya, ella classified. Ella example. Now, when you are cooking, dhaniya vasana வேணும்னா தனியா தான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். ஜீரகம் வேணும்னா ஜீரகம் ஒரு இடத்துல. அதே மாதிரி மிளகா, அதே என்ன பெருங்காயம் எல்லாம் தனி தனி ஒரு 6 or 7 இருக்கும் அந்த கிளாசிஃபிகேஷன். அது போட்டால் தான் அந்த கிச்சனில் வந்து ஸ்மெல்லே வரும், நல்ல வாசனை. அந்த டப்பாயே இல்லைன்னா கிச்சன் கரெக்டு தானே? ஆமாம் சுவாமினி, உங்களுக்கு எப்படி தெரியும்? நான் சமையலே பண்ண மாட்டேன், ஆனால் எனக்கு தெரியும். ஏன்னா அந்த சமையலில் ரூமுக்கு இந்த வாசனை வரணும்னா அந்த டப்பா ப்ராப்பராக கிளாசிஃபிகேஷன் இருக்கணும். இல்லைன்னா எல்லாமே சமையல் யூஸ் பண்ண போகிறோம் சொல்லி எல்லாம் மிக்ஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஜீரகம், தனியா, மிளகாய் எல்லாமே மிக்ஸ் பண்ணுங்க. அது மிக்ஸ் பண்ணி ஒரு பொடி வச்சுருப்போம், அது வேறு, அது தனி. இந்த டப்பாவில் எப்படி கிளாசிஃபிகேஷன் பண்ணி ஸோ அதுக்கு அது தனியாக யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். ஓகே, அது மாதிரி forget about that dabba now. Come to this Bhagavan's classification, one swabhava. Because all of them are born with their swabhava. Gunas are there. When there are these gunas, entire universe, humanity, we are talking about humanity. Okay, all beings are, even though they are born out of 3 gunas, this classification is not related to, connected to other beings. There are no brahmanas in squirrels or parrots and dogs and cats. There are no Vaishyas, Kshatriyas, because they are all programmed. They don't have any agami karma, sanchita karma. These problems they don't have. They don't have free will. They don't have 6th sense. That's why we are not including them. Okay, we have to see our own humanity now. That human problem. That's why all human beings are only sitting here. Is it not? In the class Bhagavad Gita, who is listening? All human beings. Even though there are some ants are moving, they don't bother about Bhagavad Gita class. Is it not? Therefore, this classification is only for humanity, human beings. What is that classification? Based on Swabhava. So the entire universe, humanity, you can classify into 4 varieties. All human beings are coming under 4 categories. 4 categories. Entire humanity. American, Russian, Australian, Indian, or any language, any country, any religion, all human beings come under 4 categories. What are those categories? Classified based on what? 3 gunas. Who are they? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Visham, Shudranam. Based on these 3 gunas, Bhagavan Krishna classified the entire humanity into Brahmanas, one group of human beings, and Kshatriyas, a second group of human beings. Some human beings come under Kshatriyas. Some human beings come under Vaishyas. Some human beings come under Shudras. Now, we are also human beings. We come under what classification? You have to classify yourself by understanding this sloka. Okay. You have no right to classify yourself. You are which Brahmanava, Kshatriya, Vaisya, Shudran. You have no right to judge yourself. After reading all these slokas up to 49, then you have to decide what Bhagavan is giving, which classification you are under. That we are going to read. He Parantapa, Brahmana Kshatriya Visham Shudranam Karmani Privibhaktani Swabhava Prabhavaihi. According to the gunas born of Prakriti, duties are allotted to Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Duties are allotted. So, according to these gunas, suppose 3 gunas dane, mari 4 classification eppudu varum? Doubt. Irukkiradhu 3 gunas. Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas. Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna. 3 groups dane pannanum Bhagavan. 4 group eppudu vandadu enna? Varum. Sattva, Rajas, Tamo guna, 1 group. SRT, 1 group. SRT. 4th chapter, care of. SRT, 1 group. S stands for? R stands for Rajoguna. T stands for Tamo. So, SRT group are called Brahmanas. Okay. Number 2. SRT, first one. Then RST. Rajoguna, Sattvaguna and Tamoguna. They are called Kshatriyas. RST. Then RTS comes under Vaishyas. RTS. Then TRS come under Shudras. TRS. TRS means Tamoguna, Rajoguna, Sattvaguna. Whatever letter comes first, that guna predominant anartha. SRT Brahmanas, Sattvaguna predominant backed by Rajoguna, that Rajoguna backed by Tamoguna. They are called Brahmanas. Then Kshatriyas are those people, RST I said. Rajoguna predominant, backed by Sattvaguna, and the lowest one, the Tamoguna. Third level, Tamoguna is there. First, second, third. 3 levels. First level, Sattvaguna, Rajoguna, then Sattvaguna, then Tamoguna. Then comes Vaishyas, RTS. They are also predominantly Rajasic, but backed by Tamoguna. Sattvaguna at the third stage. Third step. The first step lo Rajoguna, second step lo Tamoguna, third step lo Sattvaguna. Then Shudras are those people, Tamoguna is predominant. Tamoguna is predominant. Second step, Rajoguna will be there. Least. Third one is least. Sattvaguna. That is called TRS. They are called Shudras. This is called Swabhava Prabhavaihi Karmani. These karmas are also divided. Now Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudras are classified, divided based on these gunas. Gunas predominance. Gunas are all there, but gunas predominance makes that person. So Sattvaguna predominance irunda Brahmanas. First stage. Rajoguna predominance irunda backed by Sattvaguna Kshatriyas. Rajoguna predominant irundi Tamoguna backed by Vaishyas. Tamoguna predominant irunda Shudras. This is the classification. No one can touch this formula in the world. No one can touch. If they touch, they will be touched. Touched and they will get shock. They will get shock. Shock in the sense, if you want to criticize or blame this Varna Vyavastha, you are only the loser. You are only going to miss the great opportunity of accomplishing the highest things in the world. That's why people, we have to understand the very, very important topic, Varna Vyavastha. Okay, if you don't understand, there are a lot of misconceptions will take place. Because of misconceptions, even society will be in trouble. Therefore, so-called educated people, you are all so-called you are all educated. So if we understand our education is meaningful, if we don't understand this is given by the Lord, we are so-called educated. You want to be educated really or so-called educated? Really educated. Therefore you have to understand. What is that name? Now Brahmana karma is what? These people are called Brahmanas. Who are they? Sattvaguna Pradhanaha. Sattvaguna Pradhana. Then Rajoguna, then Tamoguna. These people, according to their Swabhava, these people like this. Their characteristics are like this. Their Swabhava is like this. Their Swabhava is like this. If I have this Swabhava, I am also a Brahmin. If you have this Swabhava, you are a Brahmin. Who is Brahmin now? Enge Brahmanan. That's why it is not born from that mind. It is born from Krishna's mind. That only he is presenting, picturizing. He is picturizing and taking some ideas from Bhagavad Gita or Upanishads. Enge Brahmanan. Everyone can become a Brahmana. If you are already Brahmana, wonderful. If you want to become a Brahmana, you can. That possibility is there. Now look into who is Brahmana now. Enge Brahmanan. Okay. Enge Brahmananuக்கு இது ஒரு ஸ்லோகம். ஓகே, நீங்கள் அந்த சீரியல்லாம் பார்க்கவே தேவையில்லை. சீரியலில் ஒரு என்டர்டெயின்மெண்ட் தான். இந்த ஸ்லோகா புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். வேர் இஸ் பிராமணா? தீஸ் குவாலிட்டிஸ் ஆர் தேர். ஹீ இஸ் ஏ பிராமணன். शमोदमस्तपशौचम् क्षान्तिरार्जवमेव च ज्ञानं विज्ञानमास्तिक्यम् ब्रह्मकर्म स्वभावजम्. Brahmananam samuhaha brahmakarma. Brahmakarma means what here? Brahmana karma varum. But here Brahmananam samuhaha, the group of Brahmanas. Brahmakarma means the duties of Brahmanas. The duties of the Brahmanas, swabhavajam, born of their nature, Bhagavan Krishna classified these people are Brahmanas. Based on what? SRT. Because they are having Sattva-guna predominant. Sattva-guna predominant இருந்தா எப்படி இருப்பா? How he is. அவன் எப்படி இருப்பான்னா இப்படி இருப்பான். இப்படி இருந்தா அவன் பிராமணன். இப்படி இருந்தாதனால தான் அவன் பிராமணன். பிராமணனானா இப்படி இருக்கணும். அப்படி இல்லைன்னா அவன் பிராமணன் இல்லை. ஓகே, தைரியமாக சொல்லலாம், தைரியமாக சொல்லணும். ஷமஹா நம்பர் 1. மைண்ட் கண்ட்ரோல். மனோ நிகிரஹா யஸ்ய அஸ்தி na whoever is having mano nigraha, that person is called brahmanaha. Shamaha, shanti. Shamaha means what? Manaha shantama nigrahama irkanam, adu manaha. Shamaha narth, mind control, one who is having mind control. Tamaha, brahmana is one who is having sense control. Tamaha, shamaha, care of தத்துவபோதா. புரியுறது? இப்படி ஏன் தத்துவபோதா படிக்கணுமோ? These are all technical terms. Damaha means sense control. Tapaha, austerity. Kayika, vachika, manasika, trividham tapaha. Whoever does austerities, vratams, physical austerities, verbal austerities, chanting, parayanam, all these things, and mentally doing japam, dhyanam, manasika puja, all those things, that person who is doing tapas, tapaha, அவனுக்கு ஸ்வபாவமா இது. யாருக்கு? பிராமணனுக்கு. ஏன்னா சத்வகுணம் ப்ரிடாமினன்ட். சத்வகுணம் ப்ரிடாமினண்ட்டாக இருந்தால் அவங்களெல்லாம் பிராமணன். அந்த பிராமணன் ஸ்வபாவம் எப்படி இருக்கும்னா, மனசு நிகிரகமாக இருக்கும், சென்ஸ் கண்ட்ரோல் இருக்கும், ஆஸ்டரிட்டிஸ் தப்பம் எல்லாம் பண்ணுவான். அப்புறம் சௌச்சம், சுத்தமாக இருப்பான், கிளீன், பிசிக்கல்லி கிளீன் ஃப்ரம் நெயில் டு ஹேர். நெயில் டு ஹேர் கிளீன். சௌச்சம், மனசா வாச்சா கர்மணா பியோர் பர்சன். சௌச்சம், சிம்பிள் பட் கிளீன். சிம்பிள் பட் கிளீன். இதை 3 வாட்டி குளிப்பான் எவ்ரிடே, 3 times டேக்கிங் பாத். That's why Brahmanas are those people who are taking minimum, not 2 times, 3 times. வெளியில் போயிட்டு வந்தால் காலு கழுவோம். they wash their feet. வெளியில் போயிட்டு வந்தால் காலு கை கழுவிக்கணும், அவ்வளோதான். அது கழுவாமலே உள்ள ஒன்றும் தொடமாட்டான். யார் அப்படி பண்ணுறானோ அவன் பிராமணன் தான். என்ன சௌச்சம். இப்போ நமக்கு how many of our children are doing this? Even those days, if you go out and come inside, you are not supposed to enter with this dress. அங்கே வேறு ஒரு ரூம் இருக்கும், அங்கே போய் இந்த ட்ரெஸ் அங்கே போட்டுட்டு வேறு துணி போட்டுட்டு தான் உள்ளே வரணும். செப்பல் எல்லாம் வீட்டில் விடக்கூடாது, அதெல்லாம் வெளியில் தான். இந்த அசௌச்சாலயம் வீட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடாது, அட்டாச்சு பாத்ரூம் எல்லாம் கிடையாது. சௌச்சாலயம், imagine, see this, bathroom is சௌச்சாலயம், that is which is cleaning. We are cleaning our body in bathroom. Therefore, it is called cleaning place, which is cleaning our body. Shaucha alayam. Toilet is ashauchalayam. Toilet ashauchalayam or shauchalayam, how can you put together? அதென்ன அட்டாச்சு பாத்ரூம் இருக்கா? அது இருந்தால் தான் நம்ம அந்த வீட்டுக்கே போவோம். ரியல் பிராமணாஸ் நெவர் ஹாவ் தட் டைப் ஆஃப் ஹவுசஸ். தோஸ் டேஸ். இப்போ இல்லை சொல்கிறேன். சௌச்சம்னா சுத்தத்தை. பிகாஸ் ஆல் பியூரிட்டி அண்ட் இம்பியூரிட்டி cannot coexist. Therefore, they used to construct so away from that house those days. All types of diseases are coming, nowadays. Swine flu fever, எங்கிருந்தோ வருது, அமெரிக்காவிலிருந்து. ஸ்வைன் ஃபீவர்னா எல்லாரும் அப்படியே நடங்குற ஹோல் வேர்ல்ட். சௌச்சம் எல்லாம் ஹைஜீன், ஹெல்த் சேக் தே ஹவ் கெப்ட். மென்டல் ஹெல்த், ஃபிசிக்கல் ஹெல்த். தென் ஆர் சாந்திஹீனர். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன், பேஷியன்ஸ். ஆங்கரே வராது, கோபமே வராது. அவன் தான் பிராமணன். எப்பவுமே சாந்தமாக இருப்பான். சாந்தம், மூஞ்சில் பார்த்தாலே சாந்தம் தெரியும். பாவம் அவன் ரொம்ப சாதுன்னு. சாதுவாக தான் இருக்கணும்ப்பா, குரூரமாக இருக்கக்கூடாது. சாதுவன்னா அச்சு பிச்சில் இன்டெலிஜென்ட் ஃபெலோ தான், சிம்பிள் பட் இன்டெலிஜென்ட், ஹை திங்கிங். தேர் ஆல் பிராமணாஸ் அண்ட் தே லுக் ஸோ சாது, சிம்பிள் அண்ட் ஹம்பிள், வெரி சிம்பிள், இன்னசென்ட். பட் இஃப் லைக் அஸ்திரம் மாதிரி ஒரு அந்த அது என்ன அருகம்புல், அது எடுத்து மனசில் நினைச்சான்னா அது நடக்கும். அவனுதான் அவ்வளோ பவர்ஃபுல். பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தபஸ், பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் ஷமா, because of dhamma, they have that power, mental power. So that's where our Veda Shastra says respect Brahmanas, because they have these all, we have to respect Brahmanas. Therefore he says Shantihi. Shanti means at 3 levels: Manasa, Vacha, Karmana level. Patience, பொறுமை, ரொம்ப சாந்தமா இருப்பா. அதே patience and porumai. That's why all these rishis were very much tested by the Rakshasas. Their patience, they used to give at last resort to that Rakshasa. They never give punishment or any shapam. At last only they give shapam. That much patience they have got. Shanti, whoever is having Shanti, patience, that person is Brahmana. Then Arjavam, straightforwardness, Rujubhavaha. Whatever the mind, thought level and verbal level and action level, there is an alignment. That is called Rujubhavam, straightforwardness. No split personality. Manasyekam, Vachasyekam, Karmanyekam, Brahmanaha. Brahmanaha and Mahatmanaha. Mahatmas are those people, Brahmanas and Artha. And not by caste. This illenna, adu namke vasti Brahmanan and Artha. So Arjavam. Then Jnanam. Interest in study of scriptures. எப்போவுமே அது படிக்கணும் இது படிக்கணும், ஒரே ஆர்வம். ரொம்ப ஆசையாக இருக்கும், படிக்கணும்னு. வீடு ஃபுல்லாக புக்ஸாக இருக்கும். படிச்சுட்டே இருப்பான், எழுதுண்டே இருப்பான். என்னென்ன படிக்கணும், என்னமோ ஆனந்தம், ஒரு ஆனந்தம். அதுதான் ஞானம். ஸ்டடி ஆஃப் ஸ்கிரிப்சர்ஸ். அபராவித்யா, எனி வித்யா, கம்ப்யூட்டர், கெமிஸ்ட்ரி, ஃபிசிக்ஸ், music, dance, art, anything, whatever, always interested in learning at the age of 75 also. Very much interest. Reading habit. Jnanam. Then Vijnanam, Paravidya. Even Adhyatmika Vidya also, the one who is interested in that Adhyatmika Vidya, Paravidya, Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya, that means Nirguna Brahma Jnanathila or Arvam. அது தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். வாட் இஸ் நிர்குணம் பிரம்மன், ஹூ இஸ் காட், ஹூ இஸ் ஈஸ்வரா, வாட் இஸ் திஸ் கிரியேஷன், இதெல்லாம் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கும். தட்ஸ் வை மேக்ஸிமம் பிராமின்ஸ் ஆர் வெரி மச் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டட் இன் ஸ்டடி ஆஃப் ஸ்கிரிப்சர்ஸ். வை பிராமின்ஸ் ஆர் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டட்? பிகாஸ் தே ஹாவ் ஷமா, தமா, தபஸ், சாந்தி, ஆர்ஜவம். அதனால இந்த இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கு. தட்ஸ் வை தே ஹாவ் திஸ் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட். பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தோஸ் குணாஸ் தே ஹாவ் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இன் திஸ் ஞானம். Whoever is having these gunas and he is attracted towards scriptural study, once he is attracted to scriptural study, he comes to the class, he is a Brahmana. Now you understand who is Brahmana? In Vedanta class, all are Brahmanas. Who is Brahmana? Who is having interest in Jnanam, Vijnanam. Because that swabhava, that person is coming here with that swabhava, liking for scriptural study, liking for Atma Jnana. Because of liking, how it has come? Because of sense control, mind control, because of straightforwardness. That person has come. That swabhava is like that. SRT. Once that SRT is there, who is he? Brahmanan எங்கே இருக்குன்னா வேதாந்த கிளாஸ்ல தான் இருப்பான். புரியுறதா? எங்கே பிராமணன்னா வேதாந்த கிளாஸ்ல வந்துதான் பார்க்கணும். ஏன்னா பராவித்யா அபராவித்யா, பராவித்யில ஞானம் இருக்கா, அபராவித்யிலும் ஞானம் இருக்கா. பராவித்யக்காக வந்துட்டு இருக்க பார்த்தீங்களா? இப்போ ஆல் வேதாந்திக் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் பிராமணாஸ், பக்கா பிராமணாஸ். பக்கா பிராமணாஸ் அப்பக்கா பிராமணாஸ் ஆர் இருக்கான்னா இருக்கான். அதான். Now ஆஸ்திக்யம். ஆஸ்திக்யம் means faith in the scriptures. குரு வாக்கியேஷு விஸ்வாசா ஸ்ரத்தா. ஆஸ்திக்ய புத்தி. பகவான் இருக்கார் இருக்காரன்னு யார் நம்புவானோ அவன் பிராமணன். பகவான் இல்லை இல்லைன்னு சொன்னா அவர் நான் பிராமின். He is a non-Brahmin. Even though he is born as ஐயங்கார் ஐயர், பகவான் எங்க இருக்கான்னு கேட்டா நினைச்சுக்கோங்களேன், அந்த ஐயங்கார் ஐயர் என்னது யூ ஹாவ் டு லீவ் இட், டேக் இட் அவுட். பகவான் இல்லைன்னு சொன்னா அவன் பிராமணமே ஆக முடியாது. நீங்க சும்மா சொல்லி பிரயோஜனம் கிடையாது, அது மனசுல இருந்து வரணும். பகவான் இஸ் தேர். ஆஸ்திக்ய புத்தி. Shastram is talking what? Brahma asti, Brahma asti. God exists. God alone is there. That's called Guru Vedanta Vakyeshu Vishwasaha Shraddha. Bhagavan asti iti bhavana. That person alone is a Brahmin. Brahma karma. They're all born out of are the duties of the Brahmanas. Mind control vechikkiradhu duty of the Brahmana. Sense and control vechikkiradhu duty of the Brahmana. Straight forward irukkiradhu duty of the Brahmana. Tapas pandradhu duty of the Brahmana. Padikkiradhu duty of the Brahmana. Patanam, Patanam, Yajanam, Yajanam, Danam, Parigraham, all are the duties of the Brahmanas. Therefore, if anybody asks who is Brahman, ask them to come to Bhagavad Gita class. Next shloka. Shauryam tejo dhrutir dakshyam yuddhe chapya palayanam danamishvara bhavascha kshatram karma svabhavajam. Brahma karma swabhavajam. Swabhavajam means a teaching profession. அவங்கள ப்ரொஃபஷன் இஸ் வாட்னா டீச்சிங் ப்ரொஃபஷன். எல்லாம் நல்ல விஷயங்கள் டீச் பண்ணுறது தான் ப்ரொஃபஷன். whoever likes teaching profession, they are all come under Brahmanas. why? என்ன டீச்சிங் பண்ணணும்னா படிக்கணும். யார் படிப்பா? படிக்கணும்னா இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கணும். யாருக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கும்? யாருக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்குமோ அவன் தான் பிராமணன். யாருக்கு படிக்கணும்னு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்குமோ படித்தவன் தான் டீச் பண்ண முடியும். அந்த டீச் பண்றவங்க எல்லாமே பிராமணாஸ் தான். ஒன்ஸ் யூ ஸ்டடி தர்ம சாஸ்திர, வேதாந்த சாஸ்திர, ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி யூ ஃபாலோ ஷமா, தமா, தபஸ், சௌச்சம், ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி வில் கம். வித்யா ததாத் வினயம். வித்யா கிவ்ஸ் சம்ஸ்காரா, வினயம், எவ்ரிதிங். He cannot violate any dharma. That's why படிப்பது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். Therefore they are called Brahmanas. Let them be there now, Brahmanas. Let us come to Kshatriyas. அப்படி எல்லாருமே பிராமணம் ஆகணுமா? அப்படி சொல்லலை. குண பிராமணனா இருக்கலாம். கர்மா, எனி கர்மா யூ கேன் do. பிராமண கர்மா இஸ் டீச்சிங் ப்ரொஃபஷன். பிராமண கர்மா இஸ் டீச்சிங் ப்ரொஃபஷன். What is Kshatriya karma means administration. Why administration? According to his swabhava, he takes up the administration, paripalana. What is his swabhava? SRT over. Now what is next? RST. He says, Shauryam tejaha dhritihi daksham yuddhe apalayanam danam ishvara bhavaha kshatram karma swabhavajam. If these gunas are there, this person is categorized as Kshatriyaha. Who is that Kshatriyaha? Shauryam. Surasya bhavaha Shauryam. Heroism. Who is courageous, valorous. That person is come under Kshatriyaha. Then Tejaha. Tejaha means power. Not overpowered by any power. He is powerful. Tejaha. Dhritihi, well established in dharma, willpower. Using the willpower, well established in dharma. More. in the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi